Hey guys, Jason over here at World Wide BDC, and I have someone so near and dear to me. This is someone that I watched come in our company when we first started, and I've watched this person elevate into the woman she is today. Not only is she the department head of our service, but she also runs our chats. She's not only just a woman of God, but she's one of the hardest people in the room. Her name is Lauren. A lot of you probably know her on the other end of this camera, running your service departments, but she just might be the best service manager in the entire automotive space. And she's 24 years old. Think of that. And the reason why I say that, she manages over 50 plus stores, making sure that there's traffic, making sure that there's a customer satisfaction, the CSI is at an all-time high, the show ratio is there, and managing all these accounts with all the directors and the service managers, being able to manage it. Her name is Lauren. Probably the most growth in World Wide BDC sitting right next to me. And that's a massive thing. And as you guys have been hearing people talk, you've seen these people, you've seen them elevate, but this might just be the number one person. Lauren, it is a pleasure to have you. I wanted to ask you, I want these people to know why you elevated and how you did, but when you first came into Worldwide BDC and where you are now, what has changed and how did it change?
Oh man, first of all, I want to thank Jason for that awesome introduction. It's honestly been a pleasure. Worldwide BDC has been in my heart for 4 or 5 plus years now. You asked what it was like in the beginning, and I'd like to say it was a little rough in the beginning. We did have one store. That store definitely grew into, again, Jason said, 50 plus stores, and now we're here. We definitely have a lot of new processes in play. The team has gotten bigger, stronger, wiser, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're definitely moving, and it's up and running for sure.
Yeah, I think something that you said is the team is getting wiser. And I think that's a direct reflection on you. It's how you conduct yourself. It's how you've been able to build. It's how you're taking what you've learned outside of work and applying it inside of work. And yeah, we're in a lot of service departments. And yeah, it's a lot of work, what you're thinking. But she's really good at delegating, having the right managers in place, stronger, wiser. These are words that we use to describe the department, which is beautiful. The question is, can you describe yours that way? Wiser, smarter, growth. Lauren, I want to touch on a quick topic. How many, this is the lowest retention department that we have. The highest retention department, the highest retention. But it also happens to be the highest retention for people. Why do you think that is?
I'd like to, obviously, number one is the leadership that I have above me and had in place, which would be obviously Jason. He's wonderful with what he does. He's a great example. Something else that Jason mentioned was being a woman of God. Him being a man of God as well has really influenced the way we lead. And as well as the experience, I'd say every single dealership comes with its own complications, its own specific processes that we were able to kind of mold and reflect on our work with the dealerships to make sure that everything kind of worked well for that specific dealership. Yeah. No dealership is the same, I'd like to say.
Yeah, that's so true.
No agent is the same as well. So I find that leading by each person's characteristics and kind of finding the medium in between also helps out as well. So,
yeah, so good. That's awesome. And knowing that we can lead specific people based on their personalities by leading them to the right place. And something that you do, you have a private chat with some of the girls that you have over there. You're not just leading these people at work, Lauren. You're leading these people spiritually. And I know that's not a big deal maybe for some of you, but that's a big deal when it comes to developing someone and getting a new character for someone or growing someone outside of work, inside of work. We all know if your life is not doing good outside, I don't expect it to do good here. Yep. But the way you're impacting people outside is phenomenal. Lauren, I remember a time we did have one store, and to be honest, we're going to do some transparency here. We didn't know what we were doing.
I didn't even know how to answer the phone call.
Yeah, it was like, hello, what did we say? And
yeah.
I've done this before at a company called Central BDC where I was learned how to do service. And I needed a right hand. I needed someone that I could trust. and Lauren was there to do that. Yes, we might have fumbled the bag on the first couple stores, and I don't know if you, anyways, that's another conversation. Yeah, you live and you learn. Yeah. But one thing I can tell you is that we lived and we learned, and now we've conquered, and now we have more stores than we can carry. We literally have so many people now, so many stores that I want to say we've almost mastered it. If a store doesn't perform, I think it's your problem now. That's just the level we've got to, because we've seen time and time again how these stores can perform. But Lauren, I want to ask you a question. Being that you're watching and looking at all these service departments, what is like one thing that you could say, if you could talk to the dealer right now, what would be the one thing that they can improve on, and that one thing that we know they can improve on, and that's why we've made it so great here, of their weaknesses, and we cover that with our strength? What would be that one weakness?
Absolutely. I would say our number one weakness right now that we are seeing in the dealerships would actually be communication between the advisors as well with the clients. So we see it in almost every single dealership that we pick up. What we actually do is we actually have a process that's pretty much set in stone. Right. What we do is we like to actually act as a Band-Aid for the advisors. Obviously, when they're not available, as we would expect, they're in the drive, they're helping customers out. Yeah. What we do is we actually act as a Band-Aid, like I said. We answer the phone call. We make sure that the customer is completely satisfied with the experience, the phone call. And at the same time, if they're still expecting some sort of communication between themselves and the advisor, we make sure to assure them that the advisor is still available. We're highly looking into their situation. We want to make sure that they get the best response, the best answer for them. Right. So good. And all in all, it just keeps their CSI scores high. So again, all in all, we really expect a really good turnaround for the CSI scores at the stores that we pick up.
Yeah, I think one of the best things she said was, and as we conclude, it was process. Our process doesn't change. Like, breathe that in for a second. Our process does not change. I know that for dealers out there, people watching, BDC companies, whatever, what happens when you don't change your process? Like, hey, what we say goes, and if it doesn't, it's going to fall. That's the confidence level that we're bringing to the dealerships. If you don't do it this way, you will fall. That's a powerful statement. What our process is going to work in your store. Hands down, we know because we can see it. I would love to brag and tell you all the stores that we have in the state of Florida, but for that, I don't know if I can say. But we have an automotive group that we have every single service store in the automotive group in the state of Florida. And it's not just because we dropped our standard because one store wanted to do something different. No. Our standard didn't change, neither did our process. If you didn't like what we did, then maybe it was something internal that had to be changed. Maybe it was a process internal. Maybe the service advisor wasn't picking up. Maybe the service director wasn't giving the right direction to their service advisors. But Lauren, you bring up a great point, and I'm going to let you take it away from here. If you just want to say some things about maybe what Worldwide has done for you at home, or maybe how much it's grown you as an individual, as a person, or, what it feels like to lead a team of so many people.
Absolutely. So I would say definitely as far as growth, my character development has increased by being here. It's changed who I am completely as a person. I find that I'm more motivated. I'm hungry for more.
So good.
I want to be I want to run as smoothly as possible. I want to perform. I want to be the best at what I do always. And that's something that I definitely learned from being here at World Wide BDC. You learn from your mistakes, and you move forward. And you move forward.
Absolutely.
And you move forward.
Hey guys, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We appreciate everyone out there. And if you have a service department that really needs help, if you're out there and you're wondering why your phone calls are not picked up and your CSI is falling and it just seems troublesome, it's cumbersome, you think the people in the back are making the outbound phone calls, the inbound phone calls are coming in. If you're struggling there, stop struggling. The last thing you want to do is walk to an opportunity. The last time I see one, I ran for it. You have an opportunity right now to get a team of people that want to perform for you. Lauren was saying some amazing things as she was talking, but as she said that she wants to perform, she wants to get better. And you've heard from other people that we've interviewed already on this TV cast that they have grown and elevated so much more. What do you think the team is like? Don't you want people in your store, elevating themselves, wanting to pick up the phones, wanting to set the dials, wanting to set the oil changes? Like, that's something you would want to have in your store. Well, you could have that opportunity. We're going to leave the number right here in the video. If you have any questions, comments, me and Lauren, we do this all day. This is what we do, and we're passionate about it. We love what we do, and we want to talk to you. So until the next one, we appreciate you guys. Peace.